My name is Monica Marasco, and today I will be doing the sheep heart dissection video. On the other side of this paper, I have the list of things that we are to identify. Um, I had a little bit of a difficult time dissecting this properly. I feel like my heart was shaped weird, and I kind of had a difficult time deciphering which side was left and which side was right until I cut deep enough in the ventricles where I could see the thickness of the walls change. So my heart's kind of cut up in a lot of different spots. Also, I'll try my best to show the internal structures. Um, I think it might be a little bit difficult, but like I said, I'll try my best. So starting, this is the posterior view of the heart. So we have the right atrium up here, and then the right ventricle down here, and then the left atrium up here, and then the left ventricle down here. Next, we have the mitral valve, which is the valve between the left ventricle and the left atrium. If I open this enough right here, you can see the valve right there. And then the tricuspid valve, which is on the right side. I had a little bit of a difficult time getting to there, but it's in between the right atrium and the right ventricle right down there. Next, we have the aortic valve, which if I go to the left, okay, so the aorta right here, I stuck it in there. The aorta, if I put my probe through, I can get through to the left ventricle, down here. The aortic valve is in the aorta, between the aorta and the left ventricle. Next, we have the pulmonary valve, which if I go over here and I put my probe through here, I can get through to the right ventricle, as shown here. The pulmonary valve would be in between the pulmonary vein or artery, the vein and the right ventricle. Actually, that would be the pulmonary artery in the right ventricle, I believe. And then the interventricular septum is, if I open this right here, you can see this big piece of muscle right here. That's the interventricular septum. And then next we have the endocardium. The endocardium is the internal lining. So it's this innermost lining right there. You can see my left ventricle. So the endocardium would be this right here. And then the myocardium would be the middle layer right here. And then finally the epicardium, which is this right here. And then we have the chordae tendineae, which are these strings. You can best see them right here. So those are the chordae tendineae. And then finally the coronary arteries, which are all around the heart, supplying the heart with blood. I tried my best with that. I'm sorry if I need to redo it. I can keep my heart and let me know. I found it very fascinating. I did find it a little bit difficult to find all the structures accurately because I had a hard time telling which side was the left and which side was the right, like I said, so it's a little bit of a rough chop.